What's going on, gang? This is our second video of the topic about a divorce, and specifically my name is Rocky, by the way. What's going on, my little rock stars? How you guys doing? So specifically, I'm a man who's been divorced. I'm a father, and specifically it'll be more kind of really geared towards men, but I really want women to stick around, whether you're straight or you're gay. Doesn't matter what nationality you are. Please stick around. You may get some insight and may learn a little bit from some of the information that I'm giving you, because I'm giving you a fair advice. I'm going to give you fair advice from both sides, and I think I can speak for the other side just a little bit, not a lot, but I will bring up some topics that will resonate in the minds of some women, and that will probably be like, wow, okay, Rocky kind of gets it a little bit from the other point of view. So here's my second video on this, and like I said, we're going to do very specific about certain topics, and then we're going to move on to another video, because I can go on for hours and hours about this topic, but I really want it to be geared specifically on a step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4 type of basis, okay, for divorce, because divorce can feel like one day of living through a divorce can actually feel like a lifetime. A month will age you a year. The stress will affect your mind and make you lose hours of sleep, and it'll just be horrible. So now you're stressed, right? Now you realize that you may be coming to a divorce. And what we talked about on the last topic was really just getting yourself in check, and just realizing that you got to physically and emotionally check yourself, especially if there's kids involved. You're not going to be violent. You're not going to be sneaky, conniving. You're not going to be stealing. You're not going to be angry or express type of violent tendencies in front of the family or towards your spouse. All right. Now, in this next video, what I want to talk to you about is coming to terms with the reality. The words that are going to be said about I want a divorce, okay? Either you or the other party is going to say they want a divorce, all right? In some cases, there's going to be one person may be throwing the word divorce around every time you guys get angry and mad, right? Oh, I don't want a divorce. Screw this. I don't want a divorce. And then you'll be making love, and you'll be sitting on a beach in Cabo next week, and all right, and here comes little Sally, 9 months later, right? All right, so, but I'm not talking about those ones, okay? Those ones, you kind of already know if it may be really serious or not. I'm talking about us getting to really, really serious, to the spouse or a significant other or the partner that has not use the words I want a divorce ever, and then you finally hear them, okay? If you have not heard them from the other party, or you have not said it to your partner or spouse, but you know that it's so deep, that the pain is so deep, the separation is so far apart, that it is really there. It is so, divorce is shaking in front of you guys. What you need to do right now to protect your assets, to protect your time with your children, is you need to find out, does that person want a divorce? You need to ask yourself first, do you want a divorce? Do you want a divorce? And let me ask you something. For men, I'm sorry to say, but men, I'm not trying to really, really hurt your feelings here, but the legal system is not set up for us. Okay, I'm sorry. I have experience with it myself. It's leaning towards the women, and unfortunately, it will be like that unless we all collectively come together. And fathers' rights groups that I'm actually on Facebook right now. I communicate with them every so often. I'm just kind of a new user with them, or a new communicator with them. Still, we get all the states involved and really started making it an even field for both mothers and fathers in the family courts, is only going to stay this way. Right now, if you're going through it right now, and I haven't updated this video, I'm sorry, but the courts are not in your favor. You're going to be dealing with, let's just keep it simple for this video for right now. There's a lot of pain to come. But I really want you to first, again, keep your emotions in check. Act right in front of your children. Number two, ask yourself, are you truly ready for divorce? Are you ready for divorce? Do you want a divorce? What's the situation? And if you want one, or if you're not sure, you kind of want to hear it from the other party. You see, I didn't want a divorce, and I wanted to kind of hear it out of my wife's mouth, and she didn't want to say it. She was planning. She had a lot of planning. Now that I look back at it now, she was planning the whole process. She was putting like time into it and stuff. She was investing into the divorce. And me, I just needed to know right or now what's going to happen. And if that's for you, you need to know, because you're not really sure, or you just want to know from the other party if they want a divorce, you need to confront them and you need to ask them. But for a disgruntled partner that does not want to answer the question or wants to try to put it all on you, so pay attention to me. For whoever is the breadwinner in the family, who has more money in the family, okay? If you want the divorce, you're going to have to pay a lot more. Okay? Flat out. In any state. I don't care where you're at. If you do not make as much, if you're relying on being taken care of by the breadwinner in the relationship, and you want the divorce, you're going to be a little bit better off. Not a lot, but you're going to be a little bit better off. So don't be afraid, okay? Don't be afraid to do it. I was very afraid. My wife is a doctor at a very prestigious and a nationally recognized hospital here in Atlanta, Georgia. And she was the breadwinner of the family. Although I did always work, I had actually 2 part-time jobs, and I always contributed as much as I possibly could. Whether it not be bills, it would be the home, taking care of the home, taking care of our daughter. I was a stay-at-home mom for the first year of my stay-at-home father mom for the first year of my daughter's life. So I was very afraid to divorce. I didn't want a divorce, and I was afraid to what was to happen. Well, when I found out that through the lawyers later on, and you may not be at that point yet, we'll talk about it in another video. When I found out that if this is the way it was, if I didn't want a divorce, and I was not the breadwinner in the family, don't be afraid. You might be okay just a little bit. If you're a man, you're not going to be that well off. You're not going to be that well taken care of. If you're a woman and you're not the breadwinner, the other party will be taking care of you very well, because courts are going to say, well, most definitely the child's going to go with mommy, so give her everything that she needs to take care of her, be comfortable financially and a living space with her child. So that's something to think about. If you're a guy and you have, most men out there weren't in my situation, so most men out there are the breadwinners, and you do want a divorce, you kind of have to get yourself prepared, your assets, your finances, get ready and prepare yourself financially to establish yourself, to get divorced. But you kind of want her to say it. And I'm not trying to be a jerk here. I'm just giving you the honest opinion from both parties, okay? Because I am a man, but I wasn't the breadwinner, so I'm really trying to be fair for all of you guys here. So that's going to come to a close of this video. I really don't want them to be no more than about 10 minutes a piece. Really, I'd like them to be less than that, so I'm going to sometimes ramble on. I want to apologize to you. Thank you for watching this clip. Before you go, please remember, please give me a thumbs up if you like this video, so you can subscribe. I'll talk to you more about these videos. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. I'll be more than happy to answer them on later videos in a question and answer video. But remember, please, first, keep yourself in check. your emotions in check. There will be no violence and no stealing or conniving. 2, find out, is there really going to be a divorce? Or do you want the divorce? Does the other party want the divorce? And if it's there now, it's already been said, and the words, I want a divorce, have been said, you have to come to terms. Don't get hurt. It's going to hurt. You're going to cry. There's going to be a lot of pain. You're going to feel like you're coming out of your body. But come to terms real fast what your situation is, because now it's all about survival. Okay? If you're the breadwinner or if you're not the breadwinner, it doesn't matter. Come to terms with it real fast. And remember, if you're the breadwinner and you're the guy and you do want a divorce, you will have to pay her lawyer fees. Okay? If you're the woman and you're the breadwinner, you won't have to pay the lawyer fees. I'm telling you from experience. I wasn't the breadwinner, and I asked for the divorce because she would not divorce me, and she kept going out on me, and just I didn't even know who she was. I didn't talk to her for days. I'd lived with her in the same space, and she didn't talk to me. She still doesn't talk to me that much, and I wish she would and just get over it. I know it's not easier said than done. I'm the one who went through more pain and more. I went through more pain from her dipping out on me all the time, you know. So yeah. Anyways, that's all I have to say for this video. On our next topic, we're going to take this one step at a time for those who are really sensitive about divorce, because it could be really painful. So I want to take this one step at a time. If you like this video, again, please give me a thumbs up. I wish you guys all the best of health, happiness, and success. Please love and respect all people and all things living out there. This is Rocky. Take care. Bye-bye.